First things first, you're going to get a pan that you can put on the stove top. In order to make this recipe, we don't have to bake it. All we have to do is heat it up so all the ingredients mix together nicely. The first ingredient we're going to go ahead and add is half a cup of fat-free milk. You can use a milk substitute such as almond, coconut milk, whatever you prefer. Now you might need to add more milk in later on, but half a cup usually works good for me. 1 cup of all-natural peanut butter, which is around 16 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of pure honey. 2 cups of rolled oats. For this recipe, you want the old-fashioned oats, not the quick cooking ones. Go ahead and turn your burner on low. I usually set mine at between 2 and 3. You're just going to want to let this heat up a bit so we can mix everything together, and then we're going to add in the rest of our ingredients. As it heats up, just make sure to stir it around a little bit. After about 5 minutes on low heat, it should be mixed together pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients now. The next 2 ingredients are optional. You don't have to add them. 10 to 15 drops of liquid sweetener. I use stevia. Two teaspoons of ground cinnamon. 1 box of seedless raisins. Mix it up a little more. And around 4½ scoops of protein powder. The flavor of protein you use for this recipe doesn't matter, just as long as it tastes good. You also saw that I'm using egg protein. It doesn't matter whether you use egg protein, soy, whey, or casein. It's all going to come out the same. You're just going to keep this on low heat and slowly mix everything together until it's blended nicely. As you can see, my recipe is a bit dry. So then you would just add a little more milk to the recipe. So after around 5 or 10 minutes of stirring everything together on low heat, you're going to get something that looks like that. If it doesn't look like that or it's too dry, just keep adding milk to it until it looks like that. Once everything is mixed together, go ahead and shut your oven off. Take out a pan. I think this is a 9x9 pan. And we're simply just going to press the mix onto the pan. Make sure your hands are clean before you do this. And your end result should look something like that. Now you don't have to add these, but I like to add 2 servings of chocolate chips. I only had semi-sweet on hand, so I'm using those. However, you could use dark chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, whatever you want. I just add these in by pressing them into the top of the bar. And there are your protein bars. So now that everything is together, you're just going to let them sit for around 10 to 15 minutes, and then we can go ahead and cut them. After they've cooled for around 15 to 20 minutes, just go ahead and cut them into 10 bars. So I forgot to turn on the camera before I tried it. However, I do want to say that these are extremely dense. As you can see, they're still a bit warm. If you want them to cool off faster, put them in the fridge and they will harden up a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and try it now on camera. I cannot express how good these are. Better than any protein bar you'll buy at the store, and extremely healthy and easy to make. Now if you don't include the raisins or chocolate chips, there's going to be a lot less sugar in this recipe, and they're going to be around 250 calories per bar. Just remember, in this recipe you can customize it however you like. If you don't like raisins and you like cranberries, put cranberries in instead. If you don't like chocolate chip, put peanut butter chips in, or crushed nuts, or whatever else you can think of. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for watching.